Hey everybody, welcome to another Quicksave Review with me, RC. A Quicksave Review, if you haven't seen it before, is basically a Let's Play mixed with a review for a game that I'm currently playing. And I'm currently playing Rush Rover on the Switch. And Rush Rover is a procedurally generated twin-stick shooter where you play as this little robot, right? This game is interesting because it's one of those games that feels like what you see is what you get, but there is a little bit more to it than what you think. I want to tell you guys right off the bat here, basically, if you are in a situation where the sound of this game is just like not mixed well, okay? The music most of the time is very loud and very annoying. It's got like sort of an NES MIDI type of sound to it, but for some reason, the sound effects are very, very low. And what I found when I came into this game was that the sound effects were at like 20%, the music was like at 80%. And I didn't quite understand why, but even now that I have the music down and the sound effects up, the bullets are still so quiet, and I don't understand the mixing in this game at all. Like, there you go, you can hear it a little bit better there. I had to like kind of play with it a lot to get it there. But regardless, I mean, of that fact there, let's jump into the game so you can actually see if this is a game you guys will be interested in. This is another budget game on the Switch here. So you play as this robot. He starts out with this cool machine gun here. You're going to be taking out all the orange robots. I appreciate that because the color coordination there is very nice. So that way you have your blue and white robot there. You know not to, get confused with all the other characters around, which is nice. I've played a lot of games, especially budget titles, where like, the colors are to a point where you're just like, man, I can barely see where I'm at, much less where my much less where the enemies are, and I can't differentiate, So all you're doing is you're taking out the enemies as you go here, and you are trying to gain enough of these like little blue pellets that you pick up, the currency, to upgrade your character, which I had no idea the first couple of runs I started with this, that was something we were trying to do. That's something that actually started happening once I realized the little icon that appears above your head, and I'll show you guys that once we get into it. You can buy different things in different rooms, like you can buy an armor extend, which actually gives you more health. See what else we can actually get. You can get other weapons, you can get other drones that help you along. The current drone that we have equipped actually shoots at the enemies with you, and can be helpful, but majority of the time it doesn't shoot enough for it to really be all that helpful. So it can be, one of those things where like as soon as you come across another drone, you're gonna probably pick it up immediately, because you're like, man, I need to replace this guy. There we go. So I just picked up a board, and it's weird because I picked it up there, and it actually gave me the little tooltip there, but I don't remember it popping up previously. But what you could do is you can actually go into your options. Oop, that's the map. We'll cover that in a second. And anything that is currently blinking, you can go in with a core, and you can upgrade. So, for example, if we want to upgrade our machine gun so we shoot better, there we go. We just used it, and now we have a better machine gun to use, which is nice. You can also upgrade your little droids that help, your little drones, which is cool. Every time you finish a room, you're going to get access to this currency here. Again, like I said, you can use the currency to upgrade different things. We may go back to the other room and upgrade our armor real quick. Oh, looks like we got another core upgrade. Cool. So let's, we can pick up this armor. We're going to save this armor. We're going to come back to pick that up once we take a few more hits and whatnot. There we go. We equipped a new weapon, or weapon ammo, I should say. And when you go into your options here, we can upgrade something else. So let's upgrade our Pro machine gun. Insufficient core point. You need 50 to upgrade the slot. So here's the stick, or the rub, however you want to put it. But you can use a core whenever you want, as long as you have enough credits to go along with it. So I can upgrade my probe or my drone machine gun as long as I have 50 credits to go along with it. So there's that. Okay. And that could be tough because sometimes you're like, man, I want to really upgrade this, but at the same time, I really want to run over here and I want to get this ammo upgrade, right? Like so. There we go. We got some more health, which is going to be helpful. But the annoying thing is that this core plus thing that is over your character's head, you will see that constantly until you use it. So at this moment, we need to see if we can find 5 more credits so we can get that upgrade, because I want to use it on the drone and see if that actually helps a bit. If we go into an upgrade, we still don't have enough. I apologize too, like right now I'm laughing a little bit inside because my cat Susie is outside the door meowing, and he's not meowing at me to let him in. We actually own 2 cats, and he's meowing on the stairs at the other one. Please come down and play. Let's see here. Okay, so we got all that stuff. Let's go ahead. Okay, we can do the pro upgrade. Let's do it. There. Now that annoying little thing will go away. I wish that they would just put, like, in the top left, you know, there is a, you know, it tells you how long you've been playing the game up there. I wish they would just put, like, a little icon up there or something that tells you, like, hey, don't forget you have an upgrade to use. I wish it was something like that instead of that annoying blinking thing over your character's head. Because it's like, okay, yes, I know I have an upgrade, but I don't want to use it right now. Now, at any point, if you feel like it, you can actually go to your map, and you can pick any of these little orange spots, and you can hit A, and it'll transfer you to that spot. So if there was something you forgot to get or wanted to get, so for example, this guy says he can retrofit a probe slot for you, which allows you to equip a second robot. So we could have 2 drones around us if we get that, which is going to be pretty cool if we can do that. Honestly though, because this game has the procedurally generated thing and it's sort of a roguelite, what's going on here is that I have not been able to actually get too far into this game to the point where I'd have 2 drones. I haven't had that lucky run yet, because I feel like I get destroyed very easily in certain aspects, in certain situations. Like I've hit a couple boss battles where the boss just wipes the floor with me. I guess I've not made the best choices, you know, for upgrades and stuff. I guess that's what's getting me. But at the same time, though, it's just like, it's really annoying because you're just like, like, not getting far, you know? So we're in some kind of a wave-based room here. Unscathed, Blitz, we're doing pretty good. Unscathed, looks like you get a bonus for, you know, getting through it without getting hurt, which is great. So, the ammo stuff, this weapon pours a stream of bullets to swinging traverse the enemies in the front. So, the thing is, I'm still kind of figuring out a lot with this game, because the game itself doesn't seem to, like, explain a lot sometimes. Like, I'm not even quite sure. So this is the Pro machine gun, obviously, but you can also replace it with a Gatling, but it doesn't tell you that it's a Probe Gatling, right? So this one tells you it's a Pro machine gun, but now if we go in here, you know, oh, the Gatling replaces the probe, but it doesn't tell you that before you equip it. So we know that there's going to be a probe there to pick up if we ever get enough for us to equip a second probe. I forget how much this guy said it was going to cost, but let's see if we can get it. Times 40. So we're at 25 with those. We don't quite have enough yet. But we do have an upgrade, so what do we want to upgrade? Let's upgrade our powertrain, I guess. The powertrain doesn't really explain what it is either. So I guess that's kind of where I'm at with this game. It's one of those games where, like, you have to figure every single little thing out, and by little thing I mean like even your own upgrades. The upgrade screen, when I look at it, hurts my eyes. I'm not a fan. I don't like the fact that they don't just like give you a quick list of things to look at. I understand they're kind of like, you know, you could kind of faintly see the outline of the robot in the middle, and then they're kind of like coning out to show you the different parts of the robot, I guess, but the machine gun is not in the robot's head. So I don't know. I don't quite understand what they're going for here with this screen, but this screen I do not like at all. Like, I get it's like, you know, the circle of abilities, but like it's just hard to read, and I do not enjoy looking at it, sir. Do not. So, you know, I'm kind of here and there with this game. Like, I don't dislike it, but I'm not in love with it either. I find it to be just okay. There's a lot more under the hood, like I was saying, than, you know, what it looks like. I think the gameplay itself is pretty cool. If you are a roguelike fan, I feel like this is another one you're going to probably enjoy because it's a little bit of a different take on it. It's got, like, the pixel art, you know, it's got a robot fighting robots. That kind of stuff is cool. But, yeah, using key chip to unlock door. Yeah, there's that. But I do find myself already, like, only having played through, like, I think I've done maybe 4 runs of it. This might be my 4th or 5th, I forget. But I'm already kind of bored of it, you know? It's not like it's not a roguelike, you know, like Dead Cells or something like that. It's just going to keep amping up, like, all the crazy stuff that happens, right? It's not going to keep adding to the content, you know, and making things, like, so mysterious and random that you're like, oh man, I wonder what I'll find on this run, you know what I mean? It doesn't seem like there's a lot of secret to it, you know, and I feel like in this day and age with so many roguelikes coming out, you kind of gotta differentiate your content that way, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta put in all the crazy secrets and the stuff that people find, or at least to stumble into, to be like, oh, I've done, you know, 3 runs of this and I haven't found this yet, you know, that kind of stuff. I will say, on that note, this is the first time that I've seen those turrets there, which is kind of cool. But that is the thing in this game, is that all the robots in this game seem very samey. Like, they do attack differently every now and then. That really taking me out. But, you know, the robots themselves aren't, I don't feel like that they're different enough from each other to really, you know, for you to, like, get crazy over, like, oh man, you know, look at this enemy that just showed up. Like, I didn't expect him to show up here. You know what I mean? It's like that kind of thing. Which is kind of unfortunate, because with the design of these robots, I feel like that's something that could have been there. So, in a way, like, you know, it depends on really what the developer was going for here. I need to unlock plug-in slot to equip this. Okay, let's see if we can do that. Whoa! It just blew up out of nowhere. But yeah, you know, it looks like an NES game in a way, and offers about as much, you know, content. And I think that's exactly what they were going for with this. Is like, this is what a roguelike or a roguelite would be on an NES. I think that is what they were going for. Which in a way is cool, but in a way is also, like, you know, like I said, in this day and age, if you were to compete with the other games, like, I think a lot of people would rather spend $15 on a roguelite that is just, like, really, really high quality and well made, than to spend $5 on one that is just okay. And that's kind of where this is. I feel like there's a lot of missteps with this game, because I feel like it honestly could have been really, really cool. Like I said, the concept is there. A lot of the weapon stuff is there. But, like, you know, from sound effects to the upgrade menu to the way some of the fights play out in this game and everything, like, it just comes off very mediocre at times. And again, that's what you come to expect from a budget title, right? You know, if that's all you expect from a budget title is a mediocre game, then, you know, I guess you're in good company, you know. But for me, with, like, so many other better options out there, I'm just not so sure that this is something I would spend a lot of time with. And for me, roguelites, or roguelike style games are all about spending that time and learning the game and getting better at it and finding all the crazy stuff that could happen in it, you know, and discovering all the random things that could happen, that kind of thing. But anyway, that is a look at the game itself. If we go back to the main menu, there actually one thing you are getting with this game is 2 modes. You get arcade mode, which is what we just played, and you're getting another mode called dodge mode. For those of you who remember Geometry Wars, you remember that game where you play as the ship and you fly around and everything. Great game. There's actually an achievement in it for surviving a certain amount of time without shooting. Like it was some kind of a passive achievement, and that's exactly what this is. So basically, enemies or an enemy will spawn in, shooting tons and tons of bullets at you. It's like a bullet hell shooter, basically. And what will happen is you just need to dodge. You can't shoot back. You can't fight. You have the challenge level 1, which is you get 5 HP. This one is challenge level 2, where you get 3 HP. And if you survive longer than 150 seconds, your rank will be recognized. But I will say, I only lasted 60, or no, it wasn't even 60, it was 40 seconds on this one. So I was nowhere near. Let's try the easy one here and see what we can do. So another odd design choice I noticed, though, you notice like in this particular, oh geez, I'm crap at dodging this stuff. I'm down. They decided to make the enemy white in this instead of orange, like he wasn't, like they are in the main game, which I think is a detriment. I think they should have kept him orange. And you'll also notice that you have your hearts in the top right, and that's how many hits you have for this passive mode or dodge mode. And even though your character in the middle has his normal armor health bar, like from the main game, even though that's there, that gives you 1 heart back. Even though that is listed there, that's not used at all. You would think like it would at least tick down as you lose hearts, or put the 5 hearts below your main character so you know how much health you got. But why putting a life bar that doesn't actually function in the mode? You got me. I really don't understand. So it kind of sort of like ruins the mode a little bit. At least right now I am lasting as long as I've ever lasted in this mode. I've got 2 hits left. Let's see what we can do. This again is like another procedurally generated fight because you never know which set of bullets he's going to throw at you. There we go. That's the longest I've lasted. 54 seconds. Let's try one on level 3 just to see how hard this mode is get. Why not? Oh geez, they put 3 of them in here? No wonder it's tough. Oh, there's no way I'm going to survive this. Come on. At least they all shoot the same bullets. If they're all doing different types of bullets, there's no way I would survive. Let's try the challenge 2. That. How do you dodge that? I'm gonna give that middle one more shot. How would you dodge that? Stupid. I wish this had more of like a Devil Daggers approach to it, where like you kind of knew what was coming and you could prepare for it, you know, but alas, that is not the case. But yeah, there you go, guys. That's Rush Rover. It's a very mediocre game that could really do with like some more TLC and a few, patches here and there for it just to improve it. I think this is something that really could be cool, you know, if the proper time was spent with it, right? But that unfortunately is not a thing that happens with budget titles. So it's okay. It's not bad, but it's not really good either. It's kind of in that, it's all right type of category. But guys, I want to thank you for watching, of course. And of course, I will see you all in the next Quicksave review. See you then.